Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you a selection of the books that I just generally didn't want to finish, or am halfway through and am yet to finish but have put them to the side or something like that. So we are going to start off with Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I didn't want to finish this book. I think I got about 100 pages from the end and I just wasn't feeling it. It was one of those books where I felt as though I was just glazing over the story and just reading them as words and thinking about other things while I was actually reading it. I just wasn't in touch with the story and what was actually going on at all. I had a vague idea what was going on, but I just felt as though this book focused more on the pirate language and things like that, and if you didn't get that kind of language then you didn't really understand this type of book. So that's why I had to put this one down, and I don't think I will pick this one up again to try again because it just really wasn't my cup of tea at all. Next is The Good Thief by Hannah Tinty. Now I picked this up a little while ago from a charity shop as this was actually included in one of my hauls, and I really thought that this would be such a good book, as the back of the book in the blurb it actually sounded really good and really exciting. Soon Ren finds himself on a strange journey through the 19th century New England, entangled with grave robbers, thieves and murderers. No, it didn't contain any of that excitement that it says. Yes, it contained thieves and grave robbers, but there was nothing really exciting about it. They were literally just there, and I just generally didn't like it and didn't think that the plot was going anywhere, so I just decided to stop. Because again, like Treasure Island, it was getting to about 100 odd pages beforehand and it wasn't going anywhere, and I couldn't see how everything was going to get wrapped up and concluded, and if it had, I personally don't think it would have been that great, and I just didn't want to waste my time reading it, to be honest. Next is Matched by Ali Condé. Now I read this on my Kindle and I kind of regret buying it because I genuinely didn't like it. I only read about 150 pages before I got extremely frustrated and had to put it down. Now I know a lot of people absolutely love this series, and I have heard that the second one does get better, but I really didn't like Matched at all. I found it to be so boring and stereotypical, and the way that things are being described, I just genuinely didn't care for the characters at all, and there was just unnecessary flashbacks, and it was just so grating that I just don't think I would have actually survived reading through the whole thing, and I probably would have killed someone or hurt something in the process. Now these next two books are books that I want to finish but just haven't finished yet, to be honest, for some reason or another. First one is The End of Mr. Y by Scarlett Thomas. Now I was really excited to read this book, and in the beginning it's a little bit pretentious in the way that it tries to be a little bit more intelligent than it actually is. Scarlett Thomas tends to kind of name drop certain philosophers and quotes from philosophers, and from the way I'm reading it, it seems as though she thinks that that makes the book sound intelligent, but it doesn't necessarily do that for me. It just makes it seem as though she's putting in things in wrong content, if that makes any sense. I mean, it does make sense to a certain extent, and that's kind of a thing that put me off reading the rest of this book as well. I mean, I definitely want to pick it up because I have a feeling that it probably will pick up towards the middle of the book, as I've heard rave reviews on this one and I really don't want to give up on it now. But for now, it's not really at the top of my pile, but it will be picked up soon. The next book is Wool by Hugh Howey. Now I was reading this during some kind of readathon challenge or something like that, which is why I'm awful at readathons, and I just couldn't finish it because it was too huge. And it's not that the story was bad, I'm really enjoying this book. It has got such an amazing premise and everything is just so well thought out, but it was just so big at the time that I just didn't fancy reading a huge book as such, so I decided to put that down. But I really haven't had the chance or the want to pick it back up again, so hopefully sometime before the end of the year I will get to finish this book. Now that was just a selection of some of the books that I have half finished. Obviously I've got more than that, but I just decided to show you those 5. Now, have you got any books that you haven't finished for any reason or another? Why didn't you finish them? If you want to let me know in the comments below, I'd be really interested to hear, because I know a lot of people don't actually half finish books and stop. Like, they have to read the book to the end even if they don't like it. Are you one of those people? Anyways, I always do that thing where I go to the side. Let's do straight on. Anyways, I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye bye! Breathe.